Hey everyone, welcome to season 1, episode 2 of Generative AI series. In the previous video, we discussed about what is generative AI, what is artificial intelligence. In this video, we're going to look at what is machine learning and what is the role of machine learning in generative AI. Myself, Anil Sagar, I'm a customer engineer at Google Cloud. Let's look at the role of machine learning and generative AI. Machine learning is actually a subset of artificial intelligence. If you see artificial intelligence is a field of study, machine learning is what enables artificial intelligence. Generative AI actually falls under deep learning. Deep learning is nothing but a complex machine learning model with multiple neural nets, which is trained on massive amounts of data, like petabytes, using large language models. Let's understand machine learning. In traditional programming, you design a program using rules based approach where you define rules like a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3, what is c, which is a plus b. But in machine learning, it learns from the data through patterns. You don't need to necessarily define the rules. In traditional programming, you use the data only for the input, but in machine learning, you need massive amounts of data with lots of examples is used to train the model. If you want to change any of your logic, you need to do the code changes in traditional programming, but in machine learning, you need new data and retrain the model. A simple example can be a is equal to b plus c, where you calculate sum of two variables in traditional programming. In machine learning, you give a massive amount of data, for example, cats and dogs images, and ask to identify the patterns. The patterns can be edges that differentiate between cat and dog. It can be colors, it can be pixels, it can be different shapes of eye. Let's look at machine learning with a simple example. Let's say we have this data x is equal to y is equal to 4, x is equal to 4, y is equal to 8, x is equal to 6, y is equal to 12. If given value of x is equal to 20, what is y? As a human, we can able to identify the pattern. How about the machines? Machines can also identify the patterns through machine learning models using algorithms like linear regression model. This particular equation is what powers linear regression model, which is y is equal to mx plus c. M is actually called slope of line, c is actually y-intercept, and e is an error. If you want to figure out the M and C and E, you need a lot of training data and train the model using the method called fit, for example. Once the model is trained, the values of M, C, and E are figured out. Once the values of M, C, and E are figured out, you can pass on the new input and predict the value of Y. Let's understand what is this M, C, and E. Because we know X, we know Y. Let's say X is a independent variable and Y is a dependent variable in the graph denoted by x-axis and y-axis. If you plot the example dataset 2, 4, 4, 8, 6, 12, you can start to identify a pattern where you can draw a line that connects these dots. That's a pattern. You can identify this pattern through the linear regression model. And you do that by doing a approach called uh, 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 least squared error. Once you identify the pattern, the slope of the line is actually m in our equation, and c is actually what is the y-intercept given the x is 0. Once you able to identify the pattern, now let's say if the value of x is 3, then you can look at the pattern, this particular line and the slope and the c value, then you can tell it is somewhere in between 2 and 4, probably 6. That's how machine learning model can able to predict the values. In the next video, we're going to see this particular example in action using Vertex AI Collab platform. Please stay tuned. Thank you for watching this video. Do like and share the video if you like the content, and also subscribe so that you get notified whenever I post the next video.